This bitch on, man. Why? Man, dog. Hey, yes. Bro called him a bid, I'm working the phone. Niggas ball hard, so I'm working alone. I'm my own shooter, I just switch it in post. I'm the mailman, call me Borrow Malone. Bro called him a bid, I'm working the phone. Niggas ball hard, so I'm...
Grab your pillow, chill with your boy Brillo. I'm back with another video. You come across it, like and subscribe, lock into the real. You know the deal. We on the road to 1,000 subs. So if you come across it, show your boy some love. Go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe. You know the vibe. Today we here to talk about Raising Kanan, Power Theories, episode 1. I'm talking a little bit about Raising Kanan season 2, and I'm gonna hit you with some of my theories for the season. This is episode 1, Power Theories. Let's get straight into it. You already know what time it is. August 14th. I can't wait. Raising Kanan season 2. Let's get into it. Of course, you know, I got to talk about the new characters. We don't know much about them. It's all speculation. These are some of the new characters that's going to be on the show. So, new characters. We got my man Cartier Duns. He's a businessman looking to expand. He's interested in art and music. Leads me to believe he's going to be working with Lulu on the music tip. And also, he's probably going to be dibbling and dabbling and also going to be trafficking some drugs as well. It just fits. Look at him as probably having a big role, getting rid of a lot of product and helping Lulu with the music business. It just fits. So I presume him to be working with Lulu, with the music business, and the drug trafficking. Second, we got Jukebox mom, played by LaToya Luckett. Her name is Kenya, and I'm interested to see the relationship between Jukebox and her mom. Maybe we'll get some backstory. We'll see why she left in the first place. I don't really see Jukebox greeting her with open arms. I don't see that at all. I want to see what type of time she is going to be on, and like, you know, what type of character is she? Is she the slime bag that we think that she is? I mean, I would think so if she left her child with Marvin. You know, so that's another character. Of course, we got Crystal Joy. That's Marvin's therapist. How the hell do Marvin have a therapist? I'm making a prediction that this has to be court appointed. I don't see Marvin reaching out to a therapist unless he has to prevent, you know, to get out of jail early. Last season, last episode, Marvin, of course, got locked up. Of course, we know he's not going to be locked up for a long time, but maybe he gets into some altercation. I just don't see Marvin like seeking therapy, you know, as just to better himself. But I think that's going to be an interesting relationship. Maybe she turns into a love interest. That's another prediction that I have. I don't really see Marvin trying to better himself. And we got Paula, who's Paula singer. Her name is Zizza on the show. She's a singer from Southside, so I predict her to possibly be working with Famous and Crown with the label, working with Lulu as well. Might develop some type of relationship that way. Those are some of the new characters. Of course, we got a new mob boss coming on the show. Really don't know much about him, but I presume he's going to be another opposition for Rock. Speaking of Rock, you already know what time it is with Rock. I feel like this season it's going to be everybody hates Rock. I mean, Rock is going to be trying to do everything in her power to keep the family together, but she's also not willing to lose. She thinks her way is the only right way. Of course, very similar to Ghost. I think towards the end of the season, she's going to be a hard character to like for a lot of people. She's already doing some shady things with the whole Howard and Kanan situation. Lulu, of course, didn't approve. she's making some mistakes, but I think this whole season is going to be based on basically family, trying to get the family dynamic together. But I don't know how it's going to work for Rock. Of course, the family dynamic. In season 1, you saw Marvin was kind of on the outs with the family or whatever because he kept messing up. He was not, not dependable. I see that kind of switching a little bit. Maybe Marvin has a little more responsibility. I look at Marvin as kind of stepping up more, and Lulu, he really doesn't want to be in the business, so I don't see him going full throttle. He wants to be out of the business. So I really don't see him going full throttle. He's going to be 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Rock will not be able to depend on him because he's going to have stuff to do with the label. He's going to be really heavy on the label in the next season. But I do see him, 1 foot in, 1 foot out. And we know that usually doesn't work. So we could have a death prediction coming for Lulu. We have to wait and see. Of course, if we're talking about family, we got to talk about the brothers. Now, last year, they had some of the funniest scenes, the little squabble outside, then the police ride past, a little fisticuff. But it was always love, even though they argued and fought like brothers do. It was always love, and Marvin actually saved Lulu's life. And by Lulu not seeing eye to eye with his sister, I'm seeing him maybe he has more love for Marvin. Maybe they develop a stronger bond, so to speak, because of that. Which brings me to Marvin. And I'm interested to see what drives Marvin to get a therapist. What drives him to get a therapist? I mean, because he definitely needs one. He definitely has anger management issues, but I just don't see him getting a therapist unless it was like, court appointed to kind of try to get out of trouble or something. We'll see, but I don't think Marvin's just gonna wake up like, yeah, you know what? I need to be a better person. I mean, when you do things like this, choked out his own daughter, and he crushed her tape and told her that, white girl Nick got what was coming to her. Even though Jukebox spit in his face, he did damn near kill her for that. So he definitely could use some anger management, but I don't know if he's going to get it himself. I'm very interested to see how they play that and what is his relationship going to be with this therapist. Like, are they going to be lovers, or is she just going to help him? How is this going to work with Marvin having the therapist? Very interesting, which brings me to one of the most infamous characters. We got the demon that is Jukebox. And what is going to happen to turn her into this demon that we know her to be? This is why Raising Kanan is so interesting, because we know what Jukebox turns into. But how did she get there? We saw the scene with Marvin choking her up. That could be a reason how she get there. Maybe her mom lets her down again. That could be a reason how she gets to be the demon that we all know Jukebox to be. How did she turn into this?
Well, you better get moving, motherfucker, or I will put a bullet in this boy's ass for fun. I ain't no fucking babysitter. Tell him who you really are, or I will blow his fucking head off.
Yeah, who are they?
You walking up in our spot. I think the question is, who the fuck are you? The fuck is going on?
No.
Y'all niggas thought you was gonna play me?
Saw how shook Ghost and Tommy was when they even said the name Jukebox. How the hell did this girl get to that? That's what we need to know, which brings me to my first theory. And it may not happen in season 2, but I think that Jukebox is going to have something to do with the death of Marvin. In Power, it's no problem with children killing their parents and things of that nature. The way she said to Kanan after Kanan told her about killing his son, I mean, she didn't even blink twice. She said he deserved it. She turned into a really callous person, and I'm predicting she's going to have something to do with the death of her father, maybe even in this next season. So there you have it. One theory. You heard it here first, or you might not have heard it here first, but you heard it here right now from on Below the Big Review. Jukebox gonna have something to do with Marvin water getting cut off. She might not cut it off herself, or she may cut it off herself. We shall see. But their relationship is going to be rocky. She's not gonna forgive Marvin for this.
Just because you think.
That was probably one of the toughest scenes to watch, and one of the most infamous scenes of Raising Kanan. That whole scene, the way he broke the tape, the way he choked Jukebox out, damn near killed the girl. Yeah, very touching, the whole scene. But Jukebox, the demon, what will we see? Like, what's going to go on with that? How are they going to turn her into the villain and the demon that we know her to be? Will we see that arc in season 2? There you go. One theory from Brillo. Of course, next we got to talk about Kanan. I mean, the show is called Raising Kanan, and judging from, I'm just going off of the preview, he looks kind of shook. Now, maybe that's episode 1. That's why I say not quite there yet. I think people are going to be a little mad again, saying his arc is a little too slow. We're going to see a lot more fumbles. Going to see a lot more stupidity, not listening coming from Kanan, because he's not going to be listening to his mom. His last words on season 1 was, "You can't trust anybody, not even your mom." So he's going to be looking at Rock side-eyed, especially if everything comes out with Detective Howard, which brings me to the question. Do y'all think that Detective Howard is going to actually tell who shot him? We saw in the previews he was out of the hospital. Now, the only way he could, once he woke up, I really doubt that he would have told that Kanan shot him. He said it to himself. He told Kanan, "You're being manipulated. You're being used." Kanan's going to find out that that's his father. I think he's going to blame it on Unique, which brings me to the question: will Unique be in season 2? I definitely think he's going to be in there. But previously, on some of my pre-theories, I said that I thought he was going to get out. But now that I'm thinking about it, I think Unique actually might be locked up. I don't see a path for him to get out. He shot a cop. Somebody has to take the blame for shooting that cop. And all Howard would essentially have to do is say it was him. Or he could say he didn't see the person's face, but they had on the jacket. So that may be a way that Unique gets out. But I'm interested to see what will his role be in this upcoming season of Raising Kanan. What will his role be? But yes, for Kanan, I definitely see a lot more fumbles. So get ready to be pissed off again about Kanan doing dumb stuff, because let's just face it, he's not going to be quite there yet. Similar to Jukebox, we want to know, how in the hell did Kanan go from this whiny kid to a freaking demon? One of the most infamous Hall of Fame demons television history, doing things like this. And also things like this. Like how are we going to go from this kid who could barely, shake from shooting buck 20 and looking, let's face it, in the preview, that little preview that we saw already, looking shook.
You know the real reason why they call you Quarter Water? Cause your mama used to charge 25 cents to pull a nigga dick after school.
Yo, fuck you, you bitch ass nigga.
I believe towards the end of the season, we're going to see Kanan moving a little differently. But when the season first begins, I don't think he's going to quite be there yet. Which is going to have some people tight, but you have to be patient. I mean, they're probably going to give us 4 or 5 seasons of this. So they don't want to introduce you to the demon right away. I get it. Gotta be patient with Kanan and his arc, but we are here to see it. We definitely want to see Kanan transform into that demon. Which brings me to what's next for Scrap. Okay, I'm looking at Scrap as being a lieutenant, being higher rank. If you notice, Rock said, he told Rock when Kanan was getting out the car, when he just picked him up from Poppin' Howard, he told Rock, I got to be clean for what's next. I'm thinking through his loyalty, he's going to be like a lieutenant. He's going to be picking up some of that slack from Lulu, picking up some of the slack from Marvin. He's going to be a higher rank. And here's another theory. I also have a death prediction for Scrap. He's going to be one of the first to go. He's very expendable, but he's just likable that we know him well enough to where the death would hit a little hard because we like Scrap. But I definitely think his water bill may be coming due in season 2. We shall see. Yes, I'm predicting that today. Scrap will not make it to season 3. His water will be cut off. Which brings me to this guy. I spoke about Unique, but I don't know what's next for this guy. I'm hoping I see more of him. Royale, I liked his demeanor. He was smart. It seemed like he was telling Unique everything, for Unique to handle certain situations. Not so emotional, but Unique was not hearing it. And so I'm definitely hoping to see more of Royale. I don't see him working with Rock or being able to work with Scrap, with Unique being locked up because of what they did to Scrap. I don't think they'll be getting over that. His water bill may come due as well, or he could possibly. I don't think they're going to be able to withstand Rock. I think in season 2, she's going to have different ops, bigger ops. I think the mob is going to play a role. Royale we may not see much of him. He actually probably may get his water turned off. We shall see. But I'm hoping we see more of him in season 2, which brings me to my last character that I want to touch at, my last prediction / theory that I want to make. And that is Detective Burke. Detective Burke is going to figure it out because, power. If it's power, you're going to have a super cop. Sax, super cop. What's the cop from book 2? Man, I don't know why I can't think of his name. Whitman, Detective Whitman, super cop, catching everything. She's going to figure out that who Howard was going to see. She's going to figure out who Howard's son is. She's going to figure everything out, which could possibly be a bad thing for her as well. I also predict her to have some type of relationship with Jukebox. Jukebox is not just becoming a cop for no reason. Plus, if you remember, Jukebox is the one who told her that Unique was about to shoot a cop. So once she figures everything out, she's going to know, okay, Jukebox played me. This was part of Raquel's play. So I don't know. She's going to have to watch her back from Detective Howard as well as Raquel. But yeah, I see Rock elevating more and more to the top. People are going to hate Rock. People are going to hate Rock this season even more. I feel like they want to make her into less of a likable character through her moves. She's going to be doing a lot of grimy things, so to speak. But, that's the way you have to move in the drug game to be a queen pin. We shall see what happens. But there you have it, episode 1, Power Theories. The next Power Theories I do will probably be on book 2. Probably drop that in a couple of days. I'm trying to keep the content up for you. I'm hoping that you are enjoying this. Like I said, please, if you come across it, go ahead and lock into the real. You know the deal. Like and subscribe, man. You already know the vibe. Presented to you by the Television Commission in association with the Detroit-Memphis Connection, Brillo and Justin, presenting Power Theories Episode 1, Raising Kanan. I cannot wait for this to drop August 14th. I'm on it. Anything and everything Power, rock with your boy Brillo. I mean, you already know what the deal is. About to get up out of here. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Go ahead and lock in and subscribe if you can. Rock with the real. You know the deal. Like and subscribe. You know the vibe.